Lagrange's linear equation in the form PP plus QQ equal to R, where if you take this capital PQR, they are the functions of X, Y, Z. Can anybody tell me what is small p? In PDE topic, what is small p representing? No? What we have used p as?
dz by dx.
Yeah, it is dz by dou z by dou x. And this is q is dou z by dou y. Now, okay. P is dou z by dou x and q is dou z by dou y. So p and q are actually, the small p and q are differential operators, but capital P, Q, R, if you take, they are the functions of x, y, z. Means they will be the quantities relations given in terms of x, y, z. To solve the Lagrange's linear equation, first you have to keep it in the standard format. PP plus QQ equal to R only. Then you have to take the auxiliary equation. This auxiliary equation is given by dx upon this capital P, dy upon this capital Q, and dz upon R. Don't change the format. Hope you understood how to take it. So take P, Q, R. These are the functions of x, y, z.
Ma'am, screen is
not
unstable.
visible, ma'am.
Not visible. Huh? Yeah, I think some it stopped again. Yeah. Now, I think you can see. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So here, whenever you want to solve the Lagrange's linear equation, which is in this standard format, you have to write the auxiliary equation dx upon p equal to dy upon q equal to dz upon r. Okay. Here there are two variety of examples. One is straightforward. Straightforward in the sense when you see the equations, you will come to know whether I can solve it easily, yes or no. So you have to choose another two pairs at a time. Just you can see from this relation, from this auxiliary equation, actually how many relations you can find or how many equations can be formed. So it is not auxiliary equation, it is actually auxiliary equations. Okay, not like singular, it is like plural. Because you can choose the first and second, one set, second and third, second set, first and third. Am I right? These are the different possibilities. So that you are going to get three set of equations. Among that, if you have to choose any two suitable pairs and you have to try to integrate it. It is like it will be in terms of some simplification, it will be converted and you have to apply at the most variable separable form, not any other. Okay. So variable separable form, because this is not dou, this is d. Okay. So if you can separate the variables and then in separation of variable, you have the next process as integration. Apply it. Your ultimate intention, you should get the relation between either x in xy, yz or zx. So how many I told? Altogether you want two only, not three. So choose any two relations. So this is like for the simple problems. When you see the example, you will come to know. Sometimes it is difficult. Difficult in the sense if I'm taking no variable separable, I'm taking dx and dy quantity. What should not be there if I want to apply variable separable? Which variable should not be there? Please answer. When I'm dealing with the dx upon some function of x and dy upon some function of x, which variable should not be there among x, y, z? Which will trouble us?
That
Obviously, z is going to trouble us, right? Because you can integrate with respect to here, with respect to x, here with respect to y. What to do with z? So z cannot be treated as constant and all. Okay, because it's not a partial. It is d means it's a total. So that's time what we have to do to avoid, to eliminate that z. No, you can take the help of some quantities called as multipliers. So here that they are the set of values. They may be constants or they may be the functions of x, y, z. Suppose for example, if I'm chosen the multipliers as L, M and N means for the first term, multiply numerator denominator by L. So what you'll get L dx and LP, correct? Next multiplier, I'm choosing it as M. This is for the second pair. So here if I multiply M, numerator and denominator here, what I'll get M dy and M cube. Am I correct? If I have chosen the third multiplier as N, so numerator and denominator I have to multiply by N. Then what you have to do is you should take a addition. Similarly, I can choose one more set and I can write like the equation like this. This comes from the properties of ratios and proportions. Do you know A by B equal to C by D? Can I write it as A plus C divided by B plus D? Can I write like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I'm using those properties because these things are equal, no? So I can equate it to again some more things like using the multipliers. So why we have to do it? If you are not easily variables are separated and if it is troubling you, you can make use of multipliers. So this is called as Lagrange's linear equation. Ultimately, you need to again get two relations, maybe u and v, which are functions of x, y, z. And the last solution is written in the form phi of u comma v equal to 0 only. This gives the general solution. Okay, if you remember in case of first semester, no, you used to do it for linear, non-linear equations. You used to get two values, C1, C2. You used to write the combined solution as the product, similar format. So this is how the general solution is written. It will be more clear when I take the example. Write down, solve the following equations. Again, they will not mention that you have to solve it by Lagrange's method only. When you see the example, you will come to know if you have practiced properly. Write down x plus p, xp or else px plus qy is equal to z. Far better. See, in the earlier example, if you remember, we had like dou square u by, okay, direct integration, you know how it is. You know when it is with respect to one independent variable, you know how the format is. Now here, if you have the format like PP plus QQ equal to R format, isn't it? What is this called as? Which equation? Huh? What is the format? Yeah, Lagrange's. Okay. The given equation is in the form, or in the, you can say in the Lagrange's form. What is the standard form of Lagrange's equation? PP plus QQ equal to R. Am I right? Now compare this equation with this equation. Tell me what is capital P. This
X.
is small px. Capital P is X. Capital Q is
Y.
Y and R is Z. So leaving PQ, what you have now, take them as capital P and capital Q. What is to be written? You should write the next step
dx.
as auxiliary equations. So auxiliary equations are, can anybody tell me what is the standard format? Dx upon P equal to dy upon Q equal to dz upon R. Am I right? Substitute now. Dx upon what is P? What is
X.
P? X. What is Q? Y. What is R? Z. Am I right? Now just see this. Isn't not it is very simple? You can easily apply that concept of variable separable. So shall I choose the first two? Don't choose all at a time. Huh? Take any two at a time. Shall I take the first two? Is it easy to integrate and get the relation? Yes or no? Is it variables are separated?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So what is the next step? Variable separable form. The next step is we have to integrate it. So integration of dx upon x, or you can say 1 by x with respect to x, and integration of 1 by y with respect to y. And whenever you integrate it, what do you do usually? When you integrate the whole step,
Constant.
you add the constant, no? So shall I add a constant c or function of x, function of y? What I have to do? Because you are dealt with all those things.
Function of x and y.
See, this is not a partial. You are not understanding that. It is capital. This is d. Though means it is partial. Partial when you are doing, you should add a function. But here when you are doing it as d, it is a simple integration, isn't it? First order variable separable form. Used to add some constant. You can take as c or take it as log c1. Why I'm using log c1? We'll come to know very soon. What is the integration? 1 by x.
Log
Log x. 1 by y.
Log y.
Log y plus log of c1. Okay, so as everything is, if it is in terms of log, better you choose in terms of constant, also in terms of log. Now here I'll simplify it. I'll just write like this. Tell me whether the step is clear or no. Can anybody tell me what I did? Log y is transferred. What is log x minus log y?
log x by y.
Log x.
Log of x by y. Why I'm writing? Because I want actually what is the value of c1. So you should just equate the relation to c1 and then you have to write the final solution. So from this, just tell me what will get c1 as?
X by y.
X by y. Okay, this is first relation. Keep it in a box. Similarly, can I choose the first and third or second and third? Here, all choices will do because their variables are already separated. Let me take second and third. Even you people can take first and third, it is not wrong. I'll take second and third. dy by y is equal to dz by z. Variables are separated. Yes. So what is to be applied? Integration. What is the integration of 1 by y? I'll try to write directly with respect to y.
Log y.
Log y is equal to log integration of 1 by z is log z. What is to be added up?
Log c2.
Tell me if you do all this simplification, what is the value of c2 you'll get?
Y by z.
Y by z. Okay, I'm writing little step directly. Now, this is not the end. You should write the general solution. Therefore, the general solution is, you should write it as phi of first relation not containing constant, comma, second relation is equal to 0. Do you remember we have solved such type of equation to form the PDE? This is little similar to that. This is reverse process. There this function was given, we have applied the procedure and we have got the PDE. Here the PDE is being solved and this is what the answer. So Lagrange's equation will give you a PDE of the form which we have solved as a particular case. Do you remember this? Ux by Uy is equal to Vx by Vy, what we got. Yeah. Any confusions? Any confusions are there? Check with this. This is one of the simplest problem. Let me take little higher. Solve yz dou x by dou x, dou z by dou x, zx dou z by dou y is equal to xy. Again, can we apply direct integration? Can we apply the second method? Think about it. Yes or no? Can we apply the first two methods, yes or no, for this? We cannot, because direct integration means here it involves both x and y. You cannot do it. And second method also is going to fail over here. So the left out method is what? Lagrange's. Am I right with this notation? Just check. What is dou z by dou x denoted as P? Dou z by dou y denoted as Q. I'll call it as equation 1. Which is this form? Is it Lagrange's linear form? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not taking the class morning 7 o'clock. Morning 7 o'clock. It is like regular 10 o'clock. Please answer. Yeah, what is P? What is Q and what is
YZ.
R? YZ,
ZX.
ZX and XY.
X.
What is to be written next is auxiliary equations. What is the standard form? Dx by P, dy by Q, dz by R. Am I right? If you write this much also, no, if you write this auxiliary, there will be 1 mark for that. But don't get only 1 mark, get full marks. Okay, so dx upon yz is equal to dy upon zx is equal to dz upon xy, correct? Now, can I choose the first two pairs? Can I separate the variables? Just think about it. When you take this, no, you will come to know. Yes or no? Now tell me, if I write like this is dx and dy means what should not be there?
Z.
Z should not be there.
Z.
Can you cancel Z easily?
Yes.
Yes, very easily. See here, Z you can directly cancel. Now tell me, is it variables are separated? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Variables are
No,
separated
ma'am, no,
means
ma'am.
along with dx you should have only function of x. Along with the dy you should have only function of y. Tell me what is to be done to separate.
X into X.
Cross multiplication. Take x here. X dx is equal to y dy. Variables are separated.
Yes,
Huh? Yes, now integrated. What is the integration of x?
X square by 2.
X square by 2. What is the integration of y?
Y square by 2.
Can anybody tell me what constant I have to take?
C1 by 2.
If there is a symmetry, take it. Otherwise, you take usual C1, C2 like that. So from this, tell me what is C1 if you simplify everything?
X square minus Y square.
X square minus Y square. This is the first relation. Similarly, now can I choose second and third? We can. Correct? Even you can choose first and third also, no problem. But don't choose the same set, huh? Okay. Yeah. What can be done here? Tell me the simplification. Tell me the simplification.
D.
X can
Y.
be cancelled. X can be cancelled. Cross multiply. Y dy is equal to Z dz. What is the next step? Next step.
Integration.
Integration. So just if you integrated, what is the integration of y?
Y square by
And z is z square by 2 plus what I have to take?
C2 by 2.
C2 by 2. So what is the second relation? C2 is equal to y square minus z square. Suppose if you have chosen the first and third, what you would have got? Think about it. You're just
X.
not just solving. You would have got it as x square minus z square, correct? Yeah, so you should get the relation in terms of x, y, z. It's not all, at least two related. Yeah, general solution is given by phi of first relation comma second relation. Okay, write the next. Y square zp equal to x square into bracket zq plus y. Is it in the standard format? Standard format, yes or no? Huh?
No.
It is not in standard format, right? But you can you bring it in the standard format as?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. So
ma'am.
P term. Then what I have to write here? Second, you should write a Q term. What is a Q term? Just simplify and tell.
Minus x square z.
Very good. Minus x square zq. Then remaining thing I have to keep it on the RHS. Then only it is a standard form. What is remaining here?
X
X
square.
square.
X square 1. Yes. Is it not Lagrange's form? Okay. Lagrange's linear equation. Done. So tell me what is PQR? And don't forget minus also is important. Huh? If you forget minus, marks will be deducted. Am I right? PQR values? Tell me the auxiliary equations. Dx upon P, dy upon Q, dz upon R. Think, can I use the first two relation? Can I use the first two?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Easily you can get rid of z, am I right? So z is cancelled. Tell me variables are separated, yes or no? Not it. Cross multiply. X square dx. Take x square here, it becomes in the numerator, same way here. Minus y square dy. What is the next step? Can we integrate it? What is the integration of x square?
X cube by 3.
X cube by 3. See, at 2 dx, you should have only attached x term. 2 dy, you should attach only y term. There should not be any other. Equal to minus y square is y cube by 3. Can you tell me what is constant?
C1 by 3.
C1 by 3. So tell me what is C1 from here.
X cube plus y cube.
Very good. It is x cube plus y cube. Now, can I use a second and third? Check about it. Say either yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can
Yes,
choose
ma'am.
it. Huh? Tell me, what is the simplification? X square is cancelled. Cross multiply. Variables are separated. So what I will do, I'll keep here plus, plus dy. This minus, I'll transfer it. Minus z dz. So that I can avoid some minus there. What is the next step?
Integration.
Integration. What is the integral? You are aware. Z is z square by 2. So take a constant C2 by 2. Tell me what is the relation for C2 you will get?
Y square plus.
Very good. Y square plus z square. Therefore, what is the general solution? Phi of u comma v equal to 0. Yes? How you are finding Lagrange's method to be? Even though sometimes they ask simple also, not to worry. Take next P into tan X plus Q into tan Y is equal to tan Z. Is it in standard format? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me what is P, Q,
Tan X.
tan X, tan Y, and tan Z are the values of P, Q, R. What are the auxiliary equations? Dx upon P, dy upon Q, dz upon R. Isn't it? They are already separated. Only you have to take two at a time and do it. Simple equation. Dx upon tan X is equal to dy upon tan Y. Integrate it. So I can write it as integration. 1 by tan, how I write? How can we write it? Because 1 by tan, if you want to integrate, it is not like log and all. Huh? So what is 1 by tan actually?
Cot.
Cot X. This is cot Y. What is the integration of cot?
Log of sin x.
Log of sin x. So both are going to come as log. Better take the constant also in terms of log. So it is log of sin x equal to log of sin y plus log of C1. Correct? Tell me ultimately what will get C1 as. Do all the calculation, simplification. Tell me what is C1.
Sin X by sin Y.
Sin x upon sin
Sin Y.
y. Yes. Now the second part I'll leave to you. You can do it. Tell me what you will get the answer as. You know, it's a
Sin
simple
Y by
one.
sin Z.
Sin y by sin z. Yeah. And write that final general solution. Hope you will complete. Yeah. Next example, write up. Y square p minus xyq is equal to x into bracket z minus 2y. Tell me standard form yes or no.
Yes.
Yes. So p is y square. What is q?
Minus XY.
Yeah, it is minus xy. R is better to take x inside and write it. Xz minus 2xy, correct? Done. Now, what is to be written after this? Auxiliary equation. Dx upon y square, dy upon minus xy, and dz upon x common. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can take x common and write so that you will get some idea. No worries, you can take it inside, no problem. Tell me, can I take the first two and get
Yes,
a
ma'am.
relation? Yeah, here you don't have a z only, need not to worry, and multiplication won't trouble you. Am I right? Shall I take the first two?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me what is a simplification can be applied. What can you feel the simplification?
Cancel.
Y can be cancelled. Cross multiply. X dx is equal to minus y dy. Correct? Cross multiplication, if you do it, variables are separated. What is the step? Integration will give us x square by 2, y square by 2 and c1 by 2. So what is c1? C1 is x square plus y square. Now second one. Tell me what can be done. Shall I take the first and third, or I have to take second and third only? See, if I
Second
take
and third.
first and third will not at all going to get the solution. Whereas second and third is going to be helpful, am I right? See, y and z means what should be cancelled?
X.
X can be easily cancelled, right? But if I take first and last, you cannot get rid of y easily, because here it is y square, here it is 2y. So compulsorily for this example, it is like you should take second and third only for the second set. X will be cancelled. Now tell me whether the variables are separated, yes or no? Variables are separated. Say either yes or no. Variables are separated or no. It's not, because along with dz you have something like y also. So better what you do, cross multiply only, no other option left out. Here it is in terms of y, so better cross multiply. So this is like dy into z minus 2y means what will get? Z dy minus 2y dy. Am I correct? Next, this is minus y dy. Minus y dz, correct? Now again, there is problem because z is attached to y and y is attached to z, but you can see these two are similar to something. So I'll attach it. I'll just take like this and I'll send this here. Can you tell me what is this looking like? Let us see who will answer for this question. Z dy plus y dx. It is looking like what? What is applied there?
Product rule.
Product rule. Very good. Who is this? Who answered? Is it VG? I could see only the name here. Okay, it is like z is kept, y is differentiated, y is kept, z is differentiated. Can I write like this? See, yz or zy. Am I right? This bracket can be written as, isn't it? It is derivative of yz. Y as it is derivative of z is dz plus z as it is derivative of y is dy. Okay, now let us think of integration. Here actually variables are not separated, but we can easily integrate it. So it is like integration of differentiation means what will we get?
Function.
Function only means yz remains. Okay, don't say here it is not with respect to y, z and all. It is just a derivative, just integrating, that's all. So what is the integration of 2y with respect to y means? Am I correct? Y square by 2. Now see, there is no symmetry in the function. You take the constant as C2. There is no problem. No need to take C2 by 2 anything. Take it as C2. So what is C2 now? YZ minus Y square. Am I correct? Yeah, this is second relation what we are getting. So what is the last answer? General solution. How to write? Phi of first relation comma second relation. So sometimes it becomes easy, directly you can do, and sometimes you have to think of some simplification. So this is actually the method where it is like not a usual way. You need to think and apply according to that. Okay, I'll take one more example. This is one of the very standard examples. If you remember the multipliers, that will be far better for this. Mz minus ny into nx minus lz into q is equal to ly minus mx. Okay, even auxiliary equation, one more name is subsidiary equation also, huh? In case of this, it is called, not in ordinary differential equation. Okay, or else remember, the auxiliary equations are, is it in the standard format? Okay, I forgot to ask that. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What is P? P is first bracket, right? P is this, Q is second bracket, and R is the RHS part. You know how to write down. I'll directly write the auxiliary equations. Tell me what are the auxiliary equations? Dx upon, what I have to write? P, that is, okay. Dy upon what it is?
NX.
minus.
mm,
Huh.
LZ.
Yeah, and dz upon the RHS part. See, it is now very difficult because dx, dy, if you choose the 2, can you get rid of z easily? If it was multiplication, we would have thought of. But here it is multiplied as well as it is like a minus. So isn't it, it is difficult? Huh? Am I right? So this is not like a regular one. This is, we have to use the multipliers. I'll tell you one easy way how to choose a multiplier, because multipliers for this example may be like L, LMN and all that, but not for not every example. How to choose it? You should multiply by some quantity to the denominator and add up such that if you just take their sum, it is going to be 0. Like that, the multiplier should be. Now suppose this is like mz minus ny. Here you have nx minus lz concentrator. This is very important point. If this is clear, then okay, this method can be very easy for you. Now I should get ultimately the answer as 0. Answer as 0 means what should happen with the terms? Everything should get cancelled, yes or no? Please answer. Last example. Everything should get cancelled. You will get it. You should get it as 0. And luckily what we have 3 positive terms and 3 negative terms. So obviously this can be easily cancelled. Am I right? Okay. Only thing, see, along with Z, see, coefficient of Z is M here and coefficient of Z is L here. Can I just, if I add it, can I cancel it? Surely? Yes or no? See, if I want to cancel a Z term, its coefficient should be same or different?
Same.
Huh? Same. So here the coefficient is M, here the coefficient is L. If I want to cancel it, isn't it I have to cross multiply? Means, first thing I have to multiply with L, M, and what?
L.
L, because I want to cancel that Z term. Concentrate, any XY term you take. Next, here I'm multiplying by L means what I have to do with the second part? I should multiply with
M.
So that easily Z term will be cancelled. Am I right? Now I want ultimately this. So I'll choose for now coefficient of X. If I want to cancel X coefficient, here I have it as M. Here the coefficient of X is N. So what I have to do? This I have to multiply by M. Ultimately I'm doing it same. What I have to do for the third one?
N.
I have to take it as N. Okay, so no problem for this example. You can easily remember LMN only. But for anything, no, you can choose in the similar way, what I have done just now. Okay, so see how to write it. Choose now not choose. You should write choosing the multipliers. L, M, N. It has to go in order. That means for the first ratio, you should multiply and divide by L only. Means if I just multiply, what is the numerator? L dx. What is the denominator if I multiply L with L? Write both the terms. L into mz is what? Lmz minus lny. Am I correct? Okay. I have chosen it as L. When you write the next one, you write a plus. Write a plus. For the second ratio, you should choose it as M. Means both numerator and denominator multiply with M. Tell me what is the denominator. Please, one of you can answer. Multiply with M. See, nothing I'm doing. Forward the auxiliary equation. For the first ratio, I'm choosing L. Second one M. Last one N. At least tell me the last part. If you multiply and divide by N, what happens? Here you will get numerator as n dz. Here if you multiply by n, what will you get?
Ly minus
Plus N.
NLY minus
nmx.
N.
okay, mnx, however it is. So this I will write like equal to, just see what happens in the denominator.
Everything is
0.
Yeah, everything gets cancelled. That is a important part you should take. So this I'll write as LDX plus MDY plus, sorry, MDY plus NDZ divided by what remains? Denominator is 0. Okay. So here what we'll get is, if you just see here, I can just say this, I'll transfer this 0. It is just like A by B. Okay, or else A by B I'm getting is equal to C by 0. C by 0. So what will be the value of C? I transfer 0, suppose. Where it comes? Numerator, am I right? So A by B, whatever it is, if you multiply by 0, what happens?
0.
0. So this is C divided by 0, means this divided by 0 means ultimately what I can write directly is L dx plus M dy plus N dz equal to
0.
0. Got it? How the equation can be obtained. Now you need to see whether you can integrate the whole this relation, yes or no. It is easy because what are element? Constants or variables? Element are? They are constants. They are constants. If okay, so what is the integration of L with respect to X? M with respect to
Lx
Y?
square by 2.
No. L is constant. So constant into X, you will get 1X. M dy means My. Tell me N dz. N is constant. Integration of 1 with respect to Z is Z. Equal to, you write it as some constant C1. See, what is my ultimate thing? You should choose a multiplier such that if you just multiply, denominator should become 0. That is important. And multiplier should be either constants or functions of X, Y, Z. Not anything. So this is the first relation. Now, you need to think of again multipliers, because first only we have seen that it cannot be solved very easy way, direct way. So I will think in the reverse way. What I thought now, first thing, I wanted the coefficient of Z should be same. Now I'll take the ulta, reverse way. That is, coefficient of M is Z here. Okay, coefficient of M is Z here. If I want to cancel M term, I have to search for another M term. Tell me what is another M term? Here. Leaving this.
MX.
MX,
Minus.
correct. So if I want to cancel mz and mx, what I have to do for the first one? I should multiply with
X.
x. And if I want to cancel this same m term, I have to multiply this with what?
Z.
Z, isn't it? Like a cross multiplication, how you use simultaneous equation, same way. Similarly, if I want to cancel L, suppose here L is multiplied with Z and here L is multiplied with Y. L is multiplied with Y. So this L, this second equation should be multiplied with what? 2 if I want to cancel. Cross multiplication. Coefficient, making the coefficient same. So along with L you have Z, I want a Y. Along with Y, okay, this Ly I want to cancel, so multiply by Z. Isn't it XYZ if I take? This will be more clear over here. Now you may feel it is easy, but when you want to choose in exam, no, it is difficult. So try to understand what I wanted to explain. So tell me the multipliers, what we have to choose? XYZ. So do the same thing how we did, multiply numerator and denominator by x. So numerator is x dx. Tell me what happens to the denominator if you multiply with x, this quantity with x. Yum
X and
x
Z.
z. Next is
X and Y.
n x y. Okay, this is for the first. Second one, y. So y dy. Again, multiply these terms with y. nxy minus lzy plus, what is the third term? Z dz. These terms you multiply with z and tell me what you'll get. Lyz minus mxz. Am I right? See what happens denominator. All terms get cancelled. Confirm.
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it all denominator, all terms get cancelled?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what remains is 0. Again, what can you say from this relation? What is the next step? What is the value of x dx plus y dy plus z dz equal to
0.
0. So what is the next? What has to be applied for this? Integration. Yeah, what is the integration of x? With respect to x, it is x square by 2. Y is? What I have to take the constant?
C2 by 2.
C2 by 2. Yeah, tell me what you'll get then. X square plus y square plus z square is equal to C2. Now how to write the general solution? Write both the relations with the help of phi. So write down. General solution is phi of first relation comma second relation is equal to 0. I hope you can see the screen.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Write the general solution. Phi of Lx plus my plus nz, comma x square plus y square plus z square equal to 0. This is the general solution. Done. Okay. Any doubts are there regarding